the story of Duskwind Vale, at the far edge of the world, where the sun lingered low and the horizon glared with amber light, lay Duskwind Vale, a valley where twilight never truly ended. The wind there whispered like a living thing, threading through the tall silver reeds that covered the plains. The villagers said the wind remembered everything that ever happened in the vale, carrying the echoes of forgotten songs and unspoken regrets. Among those who lived there was Iraven, a quiet mapmaker with ink-stained fingers and eyes the color of early dusk. She had come to Duskwind seeking silence, but what she found instead was a strange sort of conversation, one that began every night. As the stars blinked awake, the wind would rise, low and steady, and with it came a faint melody, almost like humming. For months, Ira ignored it. She told herself it was the reeds, or the river, or her imagination trying to fill the stillness. But one night, when the sound formed a clear pattern, 3 notes rising, 2 falling, she finally followed it. The wind led her beyond the mapped roads, into the vale's heart, where a circle of ancient stones waited beneath a crescent moon. There she found a lantern, unlike any she had seen before. Its glass glowed faintly blue, though no flame burned within. The moment she touched it, the wind stilled. Then a voice, soft as smoke, spoke her name. Iraven, it said, you draw the world, yet you've never drawn what you cannot see. The voice belonged to a figure made of light and a half-human, half-shimmer. It called itself Lyren, the keeper of the veil, bound to guard the memories carried by the wind. Every sound, every word, every secret ever whispered there lived within him. But Lyren's strength was fading. The winds had grown heavy with sorrow and unkept promises. He asked Ira for one thing, to make a new map, one not of roads or borders, but of truths remembered. She agreed, though she didn't yet understand what that meant. For 7 nights, she followed the wind, sketching its paths through ruins, forests, and forgotten graves. With each line, the veil grew clearer, not in shape, but in feeling. She saw where laughter once lived, where love had died, and where hope still lingered like light behind a storm. When her map was complete, she brought it back to the stone circle. Lyra touched it, and the winds rose in a sudden, mournful cry. The lantern flared bright, then burst into 1,000 silver sparks that scattered across the sky. The twilight deepened, but the valley breathed easier as though freed from a long, aching weight. Ira returned to her cottage, her maps and instruments untouched. From that night on, the winds of Duskwind Vale no longer whispered of sorrow. Instead, they hummed softly, like the sigh of someone who has finally been heard. And sometimes, when the sun slid low and the light turned gold, travelers passing through could hear it to the sound of a memory at peace.